First Alert Weather Update is brought to you by Custom Engineering, Heating and Cooling.
Good afternoon on this January Wednesday. We've seen some sun, but it is still bitter cold outside as those wind chills very much a factor in today's forecast because our wind speeds have been on the high side. We will find that wind chills this afternoon are going to be hovering around 0, if not below it. So we will be looking at 1, even towards 5 degrees below the 0 mark. This will be very similar to what we felt yesterday afternoon. And overnight, the winds start to settle down. So our wind chills may actually climb a little bit as we go into tomorrow morning. Still going to be a cold wait at the bus stop, but we could have those feels like temperatures into the single digits. I am watching our northern zone. With all that snow that we have there, we still could be looking at wind chills below the 0 mark. But we are going to find that with the lighter winds, it'll feel maybe a touch better. Still going to be cold though into the afternoon with those wind chills that are above 0, but only into the single digits. And then we still are going to be watching for a few of those dashes to be out ahead of our numbers as we go into Friday morning. Our wind gusts today, you may have already felt a little bit of a tug at the steering wheel if you've been driving the highway, because our wind gusts have been around 30 miles per hour already this morning, and we'll still see those elevated winds here for the first few hours of the afternoon. And during the daylight, we'll still see peak winds around 25 to 30 miles per hour. After the sun sets, wind gusts do start to drop for us, and then they really do settle down overnight, and that's going to cause then those wind chills to warm up a little bit, and that we hope to keep the wind on the lighter side. But let's also talk about our next snow chances. With the cold air, still can't rule out a few flurries in our forecast, but we are going to enjoy the sun while we have it, because you can see the weather data is trying to keep us in with those cloudy skies, and the clouds, they are not very far away. Overnight though, as we step into Thursday morning, you're going to find snowfall to be possible in our southern row of counties. We're watching along I-69 closely because temperatures are going to be very cold at this time of day, and we are going to be looking at picking up about an inch of snowfall potentially. So that means whatever snow falls, it is going to stick, meaning roadways are going to be slippery. So if you're traveling along I-69 or taking 75 south towards Detroit, you are going to be working with some slick road conditions for Thursday morning. So give yourself some extra time for the commute. The rest of the day though will start to quiet down the forecast, but then as we go into Friday, we do see the chance for some more widespread snow showers. And we're even watching this enhancement overnight, this Thursday night into Friday morning, 2 a.m. You can see that the snow coming off the lake, bringing a thumping of snow throughout Huron County, and that's going to ride across the bay and then push inland. So we could see some heavier snow totals along this band. So we'll be watching this closely because it doesn't take long and the snow could stack up in a system like that. So we will be watching that to get you going Friday morning. As far as our snow totals though, we're looking at Thursday and then all the way through Friday evening, we're going to find 1 to 2 inches to be possible along I-69. And even getting closer to the Tri-Cities. But as we come around the thumb, we do anticipate with the lake some higher snow totals here. Even the tip of the thumb showing off that purple there. So that means that we could be looking at even more than 4 inches to be possible right at the tip of Huron County. But as that system comes in, we're already seeing a signal that snow totals could be higher along that band of snow coming off the lake. So 1 to 3 inches going to be possible in locations like the Tri-Cities, and we'll be watching to see that push in and how well it's able to hold together. So a lot to keep tuned to. Also watch the TV5 First Alert weather app for the latest, because those snow showers are going to be coming on in. We'll also see highs. They are going to be into the teens still, just working their way into the 20s. We don't introduce 30s until next week when we have a storm that we'll be watching for next Tuesday.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.